Hello, and welcome everyone. This is Anil Agarwal from marketingautomationfocus.com. So thanks for joining. This is a live session and I'm broadcasting on Facebook on my Facebook page, Marketing Automation Focus page, as well as a couple of my Facebook groups. And also on my YouTube channel, that is with my name, Anil Agarwal. So thanks for joining and thanks for taking the time. If you are joining from uh, one of my groups, it's live on two groups, and if you are joining from one of those groups, then please grant wave.video permission to for me to be able to see your name when you comment. And for that, you go to this link as shown in the ticker down at the bottom. So I'm going to wait for a few more seconds here. And so today I'm going to talk about 5 tips for automating your marketing. And I have only a few slides here that we're going to go quickly. And so again, if you are watching live, thank you for joining. And if you are watching on replay, thank you as well. And leave your comments or questions under this video. Whether if you are live, joining live, then you can ask me question and I'll address them. And if you are watching replay, you can still comment afterwards when you're watching replay, and I will do my best to address them when I see the comments and notification. So let's get on with it. So first, before we talk about automating, let's just quickly figure out what's marketing automation. Well, you could say, well, when you automate your marketing, that's called marketing automation. But let's just be so specific to be specific as to what marketing is. Now, uh, you'll see various blogs that talk about, well, simplest form of marketing automation is that when you buy something and you receive a confirmation for your purchase, that is an example of marketing automation. Kind of, because that's really a transactional email. So where we're talking about right now in this example is the email marketing automation. But in that example of when you buy something or where someone buys from you something, then you are sending them a purchase confirmation. You may be sending them their receipt. You could be sending them, if it's a digital product, then you could be sending them that digital download or digital access, or if it's a course or whatever. So in a way it's marketing, but not really. Strictly speaking, is actually transactional to that point. But once you go past that, that's when the true marketing happens or can happen. And you should do that marketing and you should automate that part. So let's just, so I have a few slides here. Let's go to, so now we're talking about email marketing automation. So when you use email as your platform or as a means to automate your marketing, that's your email marketing automation. Now, there are several email service providers and also CRMs that can do the email marketing. Now, so let's just go to one tip that I have for you guys is automating your segmenting. So and this is in email platform. So how do you automate segmenting? So I'll give you one example. So we just talked about automating confirmation of a purchase or delivering a receipt or delivering a digital product. Now let's just talk about in terms of actually strictly speaking marketing. So let's talk about that most of you guys, if you don't have already, you should have one, a lead magnet. So because if you want to sell something, then you need leads. And how do you get leads? One way to get leads is that you have a website or you're posting something on social media platform, and you offer something as a lead magnet, which is basically could be you're delivering some value at a smaller scale, which is quick for your potential customers or clients, that it's quick for them to digest and receive value from it. And it's the offer of that lead magnet. It could be cheat sheet or checklist or whatever you have which is relevant to your eventual product that you're going to actually offer to those leads. Okay, so those are like potential customers or clients. So now, how do you actually go about doing that? So first automation step is to automate, obviously, that how do you deliver that lead magnet, is if it's a digital lead magnet, a checklist of some sort. And when somebody opts in, then you automatically deliver an email with the link to that lead magnet, which is in this example is a checklist. So so then what? I mean, that's simple. That most of you guys out there are probably doing that. So what do I mean by automate segmenting? So once you deliver that email for that lead magnet, then what you want to do is then have an automation set up in your email platform, that everyone who actually clicks that link to get that lead magnet, that now they're somewhat warm or warmer lead, because they showed interest first, they opted in, and then they didn't just forget about that stuff. They actually followed through. They looked through the email, and they actually clicked on that link to get that lead magnet that they had opted in for. So now you want to make sure that you have segmenting set up in your email platform, and now you want to start nurturing them with that specific segment. You could do the similar thing for all the ones who actually didn't click. You could have automation on for that as well. But now for this specific segment who actually clicked on that link to get that lead magnet, now you know that they're more interested, and they're sort of warmer leads now. And 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 so now you want to follow up with them, you want to deliver more value, you want to nurture them, and you want to get to maybe the next level of, whether it could be another free offer, it could be another discounted one level up offer, something that of a not too high price point, maybe depending on what your business is. So that's what I mean here is automate segmenting. And so that's very valuable, and not a whole lot of people are doing that, uh, from what I see. And it is a very powerful tool to target your warmer or hot leads, so to speak. So now, let's go to the second tip, is automate SMS. So we know about SMS, we know messaging on people's phones, or in this case, obviously SMS is for mobile phones. So you know that you can send people SMS if you have their phone number and their permission. So those are obviously preconditions there. um, and you want to be able to you want to be able to automate this SMS, sending SMS messages. So obviously, at your opt-in stage, where you're offering something valuable enough that people are willing to, without much friction, they're willing to give you their phone number, and you have specific explicit consent from them that they're willing to receive text messages from you for marketing purposes to offer them coupons or discounts, or maybe a special launch of some sort, or pre-launch offer. Those kinds of things are more attractive, and then people might be more willing to actually give you. So make sure that you automate your text messaging. And these days you will find that the email service platforms will integrate with tools like Twilio, and the like, that you can integrate in such a way so that you can set up automation within your email platform. So that's based on certain actions that um, your leads are taking, or maybe your existing customers that have given you who have given you their phone numbers, and they have agreed to receiving text messages from you for different offers. Then you can automate those in your email platform as well. So let's go to the next one, which quite a few of you guys out there are familiar with social media posts. Some of you may not be may not have automation in place for social media posts. It is very powerful tool to save time and automate that for, let's say, several days, several weeks, even months, if you have enough content, valuable content, and that you can actually collect and schedule that for social media posts on for various platforms. So make sure that you automate that as well. If you don't have too much content, don't get bogged down with that. And whatever you have, just schedule them and have them posted. Um, I'll give you another extra bonus here, is that, let's say you don't have post schedule and you're manually posting once in a while, right? Uh, so if you're doing that on your, let's just say, Facebook page, or your Facebook group, what you can do is you set up integration using tools like Zapier. Um, and when you actually post something, then with that you set up an automation that actually uh, collects all these posts in Google Sheet. So there are different formats of what you can actually um, curate your own post that you're posting. So when you do that, now you have over time collection of the posts that you made, and some of them, if not all, then you can use those and import into your social media post tool or posting tool. So there you go. That's extra bonus right there for that. And I pretty much mentioned that the number 4 here, automate curation of social media posts. So you curate social media posts, and you the way you curate is you automate. So there are different ways. I mentioned one previously as part of extra bonus and number 3, but the number 4 is that there are different ways of automating curation of social media posts as well. Okay, so you can follow someone, and you know that that person, or in their open social media platform, they're actually with certain hashtag. When you follow someone, or you're looking for some specific hashtag on, whether it's Instagram, or I'm not sure if how many tools can actually do that, but for let's just say Twitter, although Twitter things could be changing. But just to think about that, how else you could actually curate. Maybe you have somebody who posts openly in public platform with certain hashtag, and you like their, let's say, motivational posts or something. So you could curate those, and then when you post them, make sure that you give enough credit. So when you automate this curation process using tools like Zapier and collect them in Google Sheet, you can actually have the description of each of these posts with that specific person or company or whatever that case may be, that you can give them the credit as part of the post already, as part of your curation process. So when you post those, taking that post from your Google Sheet, now the credit is already there, and you don't have to do anything, right? Um, so that's what that is. Now, moving on to number 5, automate Facebook audience. So how do you automate Facebook audience? So your email platform can do that with the integration to actually put, based on certain conditions, certain segmentation. You can do set up an automation within your email platform to save as custom audience. So that part should be part of your automation or automating your marketing, right? So you want to make sure that whether it's an email platform or there are other ways of creating custom audiences, make sure that within Facebook, you got to create a Facebook business page or Facebook ad account, and then create an audience like for website visitors. So if you have website and you have Facebook Pixel installed, and you just do simple basic audience of all the visitors of past, I think Facebook allows you up to 360 days or 65 days or whatever, so up to 12 months that you could collect that audience. So make sure that's in place. So just getting Pixel itself on your website installed is not going to do that. You have to create a visitor or custom audience in Facebook Business Manager or account or whatever it's called. And so you want to make sure you do that. Plus, you can build other custom audiences. So automate that custom audience, Facebook audience creation as part of your within your email platform. So again, thanks for joining, and I appreciate you all attending and watching the replay, and hope you got some value out of here. Again, I'm Anil Agarwal from marketingautomationfocus.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.